My truth is heavy as I choke, complacent as I struggle to breathe. Your news.
Well, Punk got in everything he wanted to say, but emerging from the crowd, Nakamura taking out the champ in McIntyre, hitting Moxley with a claymore as Moxley gets out of dodge and appears to want to hit a future shock DDT. Well, this is some interesting music as the first matchup here tonight will be the Fatal 4-Way Armageddon Gauntlet Qualifier match, which features Kenny Omega, who just nailed Drew McIntyre with a steel chair, and he hits him yet again, and he hits Nakamura with the chair as well, and he goes in for a second strike, but Nakamura gets out of dodge, just like McIntyre did, and they're both standing over near, well, not both standing, but they're over nearby my commentary table as Moxley was watching in the crowd as Kenny Omega, he's got his hands on that world championship, a championship that's not his, but if he, well, now that the bell has rung, we can get into this four-way matchup, and well, LA Knight is already trying to start a little team up, and it don't matters. Dolph Ziggler hits him with a super kick, and Bobby Roode nails Kenny Omega with a spear. As well, now Bobby Roode is trying to convince Ziggler to team up, and it seems like he's down for it. But Ziggler hits Roode with a zigzag. And now Kenny Omega trying to take advantage early as his other two competitors are down. Ziggler went in for a kick, but it doesn't matter as Kenny Omega floats over the top and hits him with that bulldog. And well, LA Knight takes advantage of that, sends him into the corner and hits him with a neck breaker. As well, Ziggler getting back to his feet. He dodged that lariat and went in for a waist lock takedown, but LA Knight hits him with an elbow, nails him with a knee, and then finally catches that lariat for the last piece of that three-piece combo there. But he goes for another lariat on Omega, and Omega dodged that lariat. He went in for an axe handle, but Kenny Omega dodged that as well, and Kenny goes over the top and nails Bobby Roode with a tope con hilo, and Kenny Omega is already back to his feet, but LA Knight comes running out with a drop kick into the barricade, and he goes in and sends him over the steel steps. And well, he landed over there in front of Cody Rhodes, threw Ziggler out in that battle royal, but it was ultimately LA Knight who won it. And in my opinion right now, LA Knight's probably got all the odds to walk away with this, as Ziggler showing some of that amateur wrestling prowess that he has in that moveset, but that German suplex pin cover did not get him any victories as he went in for a famouser, but ate a powerbomb for his troubles. But now, what is he going for here as Omega slipped back in and he ran in with a V trigger, sending LA Knight into Ziggler, as I think Ziggler reversed a back body drop attempt, but it doesn't matter as Kenny Omega face plant off a little bit, but he also tried to roll him up, and that didn't work either as he went in for a V trigger, but gets a spine buster. And well, Bobby Roode rolled through for a pin attempt, but it doesn't matter as LA Knight just kicked him straight in the face, and he gets him up for a back suplex attempt, but he drops him straight down on Omega as he hit a leg drop as well, and he was going. And well, these guys are soaking it up as Bronson Reed didn't look too pleased, and well, I think we can tell that with this pre-match assault here by Bronson Reed as he sends Mello into the stage, and he is just working Trick Williams here in the ring by himself, something he probably should have done anyways, as realistically these two on their own are great singles competitors, but as a duo they are just as great a team. But Trick getting caught up in his jacket here, and well, Bronson took full-fledged advantage of that, but Trick doing the same as Mello now gets tagged in, but Bronson pops Trick up and he hits both men for enough time here for him to gain some air back in his lungs for this back body drop attempt, but Bronson takes him over with a headlock. And, well, he just drove him into the same area as his tag partner, as Mello. He had to get out of dodge there, because if not, that pounce